What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Zeal Cigar review, and I'm sitting over here in the corner with some extra chairs because I got some really cool people, really important people, some people, and a baby that are going to pop on here and kind of update you guys on what's been going on last year with the Zeal family. All next on the Zeal Cigar review. So what's going on, everybody? So I got Savannah, fucking, I don't know anybody's name anymore. It's one of those mornings. What's going on, everybody? So I've got Maddie,
Cameron,
Jeffrey,
we got Bob over there.
Curly, Larry, and Mo. Goodness gracious.
Rat Shack, Meshack, and Abednego.
I like that one. Where was that from?
That's from the Bible.
It's from the Bible. It's from the book
my
of
bad.
David.
My bad.
Not
I'm
David.
sorry.
Goodness
Damn.
gracious. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Zeal Cigar review. I know I already did the intro, but today I just wanted to sit down, give you guys an update with the Zeal Cigars family, specifically Bradley's children, Maddie. I keep wanting to say Ethan
Jeffrey.
because that's freaking Savannah's husband's name. Camden, Mr. Camden, named after Camden, New Jersey, because Bradley loves to tell that story about how he named his son after a
And
town
it's
that was
a terrible
terrible.
place. Yeah.
So I just kind of wanted to sit down and normally Bradley would talk about you guys so much. It would be pointless for us to even talk to you because I know what's going on with everybody. Like, if I called you to ask you what was going on with your life, you'd be like, dude, how'd you know about that? And I'll be like, bro, Pops talks to me about everything. So I just wanted to kind of touch base with everybody. We did a video with Savannah and the baby and kind of updated on how things have been with the baby. But I want to know what's been going on with you guys this last year. So what have you been doing? You just been going to school and working?
No.
You're like the quiet, you're like the ghost of the family, I think. You're the
ghost?
one I know the least
I'm the
about.
forgotten one.
You're the
It's
one I know
okay.
the least about.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Man, I'm already married.
I know-
What are you talking
what?
about? No,
Don't
I'm
say
joking.
that.
I'm joking.
I know that you were into theater. You currently work a job and go to school. That's probably the most I know. Like, without being like invasive into your personal lives.
Yeah. You hit the mark a lot. I work in retail. I go to school. I'm a full-time student. It's a lot, but I also like making time for playing, work and fun. Like doing that. I love line and country dance.
Oh, really?
I've gotten really into that. My friend Cass, who's my coworker. What?
Not me. I'm not dancing nowhere.
She invited me one night. She's like, "You should come. It's so much fun." And we went to Foley Ranch in
Okay.
Desert Ridge. It was really, it was a lot of fun. I was terrified because there were so many good dancers, and I was like,
Yeah,
I
that
wanna
place
learn
is that place. If there was like a country themed zoo,
"Yep,
that place.
yeah, perfect."
Yeah, if there was a boot scoot and boogie zoo, man,
Boot
that is
scoot
it.
and boogie.
That's an interesting place. A lot of fun
Exactly.
though. A lot of good music.
But it's so
very loud.
It's really funny because a lot of people think that line dance is like, oh, it's all like yeehaw, honky tonk, and I'm like, no.
Heel toe,
Have you-
do
no. Like,
Come on, baby.
if you've ever been to Foley's, Pitbull and Kesha and Flo Rida, is that his name?
Florida.
Yeah.
Flo Rida.
Flow right up.
It's Flo Rida. You had it right the first
Okay,
time.
Dude,
cool.
you're not thug like that, dude. You don't know.
My bad.
Flow right up.
I'm sorry, but they run line dances.
Okay.
There's so many line dances to Pitbull. Oh my gosh, Fuego, Damn I Love Miami, Fireball. Every
Which is really weird.
I can't believe it.
Because I think line dance, and I'm like, oh, it's all like country
Well,
music.
she's like the quiet one too, in my opinion. So like, I don't see her just like showing up at a freaking country
You
bar
think
just
she's
getting
quiet?
I mean, out of the three,
my
I mean,
God.
Camden's pretty quiet, but out of the
Yeah.
three of you, for me, she would be
He's
the
the
most
quieter
quiet.
one.
Okay.
Probably.
Listen, she came to visit,
What did I do?
what, back in September?
You went to Tennessee?
Tennessee. I went to I
We
made,
should have taken you dancing
well,
then.
no, I
Yeah.
made the joke to you. I was like, "Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see."
Oh yeah, she loves doing that. But no, we picked her up, and like it's a 45-minute drive from the airport. She did not stop talking the entire drive. Like we didn't even get a word in. I was like, goodness gracious! I thought Ethan turned to me. He's like, who is this person? I was like, I don't know. She just starts talking apparently.
So, what do you have any idea what you want to like turn your school studies into?
Not at all.
No.
I'm telling you.
It's okay.
Gonna be completely honest with you. I wanted to go into trauma therapy. And then Dad died, and I was like, that annoyed. Don't know how I would react to that if I was hearing constant trauma. Even if it's not my own, I don't know how I would separate that, because that's very important to do.
It's a hard thing.
Yeah, if you're a counselor, to separate your work from your life after hearing something so incredibly, that can be so traumatic for you too, because it can also bring up traumatic memories from your personal life.
Yeah.
So
It's very wise of you. That's in the words of your dad. That's a good word.
Maybe I should grow a mustache.
Please don't grow a mustache.
Put on a fake one.
It'll probably look better than mine and Camden's.
You're scared. You don't want the competition. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It's all right. But no.
All that line dancing, you're probably gonna grow one.
Right.
For sure. Yeah. You start drinking beer and you're like,
Not yet.
not yet. But yeah, I wanted to go into that. But now I'm just getting my psych degree, just because, just for giggles at this point.
That's a tough degree.
Okay. It's not really tough. It's
As
just
someone who got a psych degree, I didn't think it was that hard.
it's not that hard.
Maybe if you're interested in it enough, it's not.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
just hate math, and we have to take 3 math classes, and I hate every single one of them. But it's okay. It's okay. I'll get through somehow. But Savannah talked to me about counseling. Like, you don't have to be a therapist, but you can be like a counselor, like a life coach or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
For sure.
I looked into grief counseling because that sounds really interesting and personal experience, man. Hey, life is the best teacher.
Yes, it is.
But yeah.
So Mustache Jones, bro, what have you been up to this last year,
Well,
man? You're riding the battle wagon around, dude. What's it like driving your dad's truck around?
So,
Because that
for those-
thing's a monster.
For those of you who don't know, my 4Runner that we bought when I was like 16, which turned out to be a lemon. So many problems with it. It was going strong for a while, but recently, back in November, it broke down. I think it was the throttle body, but I don't know. We tried to figure it out, try to fix it. Couldn't figure it out, and I called Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, "Hey, do you still have my dad's Denali?" And he was like, "Yeah." And so technically it belonged to my mom, so I bought it from my mom, and now it's mine. So it's awesome. I love it.
Bro.
It hurts on the gas, but
But, like,
it's worth it.
the memories that
I know.
you have in that truck, the amount of times your dad was just so excited to get in the truck
Right,
and
and
take
not-
you guys somewhere.
And not just that, that was actually the first car I've ever driven in
Really?
my life. Yeah, that's
Oh, wow.
the first time I
Okay.
ever learned how to drive. That's the car in the community college parking lot. Taught me how to drive that car.
Over
That's where all
over
of
at
us learned
PV?
how to drive.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
And I remember like
Now I know why there's light poles down.
it feels like it feels like a boat, you know, like
Dude,
you're
that
like,
thing's a boat.
Like I let my my girlfriend drive it, and she's like, she turns the wheel all the way, and it barely like, you know,
Like a pirate ship.
No, I know, and she's got a 4-cylinder RAV4, and so it's like, you know, but she's like, it's like that scene on the Polar Express where they're like, you know, drifting the train through the ice, you know.
You got the knob on the steering
Yeah,
wheel.
literally, yeah. So it's awesome. I love it a lot. It's an awesome car, and it's in great shape. So
Dude, I'm just glad that you haven't had any problems with it, because
Me too.
for whatever reason, your dad had the worst luck with
I
that
know.
truck, and everywhere we went, there was a freaking problem.
I know.
Every time.
He
got-
maintained to the day he died, though, that he was like, "This is the best car I've ever owned. This is a great car."
Oh, yeah. I'm never selling this thing, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Jake took a look at it before I bought it, and he said that like everything looks good. You know, my dad had just changed the oil, and transmission looked great. So
Who said it needed a new catalytic converter? Is that Grillix?
That's probably because the neighbors cut it off.
yeah, probably. But yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. It's the best car ever.
So, so you guys should take all of them out, dude. You should just grab the whole family one day. Like,
did.
You did?
Last
Just grabbed
time-
everybody and just
last-
drove them out when you guys
Where
were here
did
with
we go?
Ethan?
Yeah, we went
Good.
we went shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went,
Which was really
Okay.
cool,
Table
because that's
Mesa.
what we always used to go.
Wait, you're the one that took them shooting?
yeah.
Was Ethan,
Actually,
was
hold on.
Ethan there?
Yes, he was. It was my idea
I drove.
because we divvied up all of Dad's guns because Mom didn't want them.
Oh, sorry, we're waking up the baby.
Okay.
Because Mom didn't want all of them, so we divvied up all the guns, and we got the
you
shotgun.
got guns?
We have.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Ethan was pissed about
Listen.
that.
I am a
Oh,
single
too bad.
woman
I know.
living with another woman and guy, okay?
Well,
I think I deserve a gun.
Well,
What if my window is right there? What if someone walks in?
Technically, you're not old enough to have one,
Yeah.
so you could just keep one in your
we
room.
follow the law.
She's old enough to be
here.
gifted one,
We
though, I
follow the
thought.
law.
Not a
here.
pistol.
No, that's not how it works.
Oh, it has to be a rifle.
She could own a shotgun
Yeah,
or a rifle.
and a rifle.
I'll take the shotgun.
It's crazy.
Then why did Dad have me walking around with a pistol when I was 18 out here?
Because your dad's different.
That's true. Dad was like, screw the law.
It's all
believed in, ask questions.
Your
later.
dad's different.
No, Dad believed in it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. That's what it was.
I remember I love when he said this on one of his videos. He's like, and he always he's like getting comfortable with the camera. He's like, so I cuss a little and love Jesus. I just loved that phrase he said. He's like, so I cuss a little and love Jesus.
Yeah, the cussing, drinking, smoking pastor.
Yeah. That's who he is.
So work-wise, you still just drawing blood and
Still full
being a
phlebotomist.
vampire, dude?
Oh, yeah. Gosh, I hate when everyone makes that joke. You're like, oh, like on Halloween, everyone's
Do
like,
they really make
oh,
that
are you gonna
joke?
be a vampire? I'm like, damn, dude, nothing
It's
gets
like,
past
good
you. You come up with that one.
yes,
that
I
one
want your
yourself?
blood.
Oh my gosh, it gets so old.
You're like, technically, I take plasma and I put the
yeah,
blood
I
back.
take plasma. There's a difference, but settle down, okay? But yeah,
So other than working and obviously spending time with a girlfriend, which we know as men takes up a lot of your time
yeah.
as a
I'm
young
full-time
man.
employee, full-time boyfriend.
Yeah, that's well, full-time boyfriend, full-time employee.
And honey, if you're watching this, I gladly do it.
Outside of those two things, what do you got? What do you got planned? You got anything planned you want to talk about?
I'm planning
or anything?
on joining the military.
Yeah,
soon.
okay.
Yeah.
I did kind of know about that, and I was wondering when you were going to be willing to share that. So, what are
yeah.
you looking at doing? What are you doing here? That's
I-
hence the mustache. He's got to have a mustache to go to the military,
It
apparently.
just looks like I know things.
They're gonna
Like,
make you shave it
all of a sudden I
anyway.
know fractions and stuff. You know.
You better start shaving that hair now, boy.
I know. I'm hanging on to it while I can. Yeah, I'm planning on joining the Air Force for the benefits and just to get like real world experience and for a job, because I mean people who are watching know what it's like now.
Yeah.
It's hard to find anything, and I just want to get smarter, and then after I'm done with the Air Force, I want to use my GI Bill to go to school, hopefully become a history professor.
Yeah?
That would be
Ooh.
awesome.
I think that's so cool.
Get my
That's-
master's.
That's fitting.
Dude.
That's definitely fitting, bro.
I talked to Shayna about being a firefighter. She didn't like that at all.
It's apparently
Bro.
hard to get into that
All
here.
of these
Yeah.
jobs require a mustache, man. You're halfway there.
I guess so. Yeah.
He's like, ooh, look at that kid. He's like a lighter.
He loves Camden. Like he absolutely
He
loves
kind of pulled
I
his
know, he
hand
was like,
away.
He's like
is that normal?
on fire.
This is our old table, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 No way.
Yeah.
It's our old kitchen table.
Yep.
Dad used to go like
The
bang
man
the
upstairs.
underside of it. And be
Yeah.
like, it's
The
a
old man in the attic.
No, I thought he did.
No,
I
he'd
thought
be
he
like,
knocked.
boom, boom, boom.
He hit it
It's the
pretty
old man in
hard.
the attic.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because when he would do it when we would talk about it, or we'd be sitting here smoking, like, because we would smoke a lot off camera, and we would just sit here and have a conversation while we would be smoking, and he would tell me stories and stuff like that while we'd be sitting here, and he would do something like that and hit the table, and the freaking camera would just go.
That sounds about right.
Just breaking stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny that you said you're going to go into the Air Force, because I'm pretty sure me and him had multiple conversations, if not even on camera or on the podcast, about like where he had said things about. I mean, did you guys ever have conversations about that?
You going into military?
Who?
You and your dad.
Yes.
I thought so.
What was that?
That's him saying that he talked to you about going.
He's like, yeah.
He's like, yes.
Yeah. We had like several conversations. At first, it was the National Guard, and that's because like I didn't want to be away.
Yeah.
I was like 19, and I was like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to be away from my family. Because you're 19. You don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah, you don't want to leave. You just got your freedom. You don't
Right,
want to. You don't
exactly.
want to go into the military.
And but then I was like, I just wanted the full, college, all the benefits, and and I just want like the full like technical training, because Air Force is more technical. You know, that's where you learn how to, you know, maybe electrical wiring on aircraft or something like that, or like inspecting aircraft. You know, HVAC. Hi. And that intrigued me, and I like that. I just want to fill my brain with as much knowledge as possible. You know, 'cause my dad knew a lot of things. You know, and it turned out great for him. So and he raised us well. So I want to be able to do that. And you know, once I'm out, you know, I want to be able to have that experience with technical training, as well as being able to do history and be a history professor. And also I want to be able to write, because I love to write. I want to be an author as well. This is the problem. I want to be everything.
Just pick what you want to do first.
I know. I want to be an author. I want to be a history professor, and I want to do those two first. And
so basically, you're Peter Pan.
Basically, yeah, I am Peter Pan.
Yeah, that's what Mom always told us. Just pick what you want to do first.
Yeah.
And it will probably change, to be honest with you.
All right, so Savannah, I know we just had a video with you and checked in with you, but what's been going on with you guys and the baby? Yeah, he seems to still be a happy little bunch.
He's still happy. He's 4 months old now. I'm not working anymore. I'm at home full time with him, which is really, really nice. I'm loving that. That's about the only development.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long you visit him for?
Till Thursday.
Till
so
Thursday.
Another 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah. We leave the day after Dad's 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah. So I needed to get him back in his time zone. So.
Does that mess with him a lot?
No, because I keep him on the same schedule. So last night he went to bed at 6:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went to the Renaissance Festival. There was a lot of dust. It's still in there.
Oh yeah, you guys all went Saturday?
Not me.
You don't
Nope.
go?
You don't
go to
do
the
that.
festival?
No way.
What did you
Come
say?
on! You never taken Shayna?
Wait,
No.
why don't you want to go to the Renaissance
Yeah,
Festival?
it's so
I'll tell
cool.
you
It's a
why.
very manly
I'll
place.
tell you why.
No.
There's
Last time I think the last time I went, I was like 12, and as a 12-year-old, I knew. Like, some guy came up to me
I
dressed as
knew.
like a pirate, and he was like, "Ibbly dibbly, what was the young lad like to do today?" And I'm like, "You're a grown man." Like,
him. They're actors.
It could have
And
been
I
the guy
remember-
that runs around with the squeaky thing.
and
in
you know
his
what?
mouth.
It's the same like kind of like problem that I
Yeah,
have
talks to you with a
with going to
squeaker.
like. It's the same problem I have with like going to Disneyland. Is like.
You just went
You
to
like
Disneyland.
I know.
Disneyland?
When I was like a little kid, like 5 years old, we went to Disneyland, and even when I saw the mascots, like the people dressed as like Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, I just looked at them like
Bro, I could not see your dad at
there's like
Disneyland.
there's like a whole.
Oh, he
person-
went. We all went as a family. He
There's a
hated
picture-
It's a Small World. He's like, oh my God, get me off this ride.
There's a picture of me next to like Mickey, or like we're all standing with like some big like Mickey guy, and he's got his arms over my shoulder. I'm just like,
Dude, why is this mouse touching
I think
me?
I
bro?
remember
it
that
wasn't that.
photo.
It was like this is like a grown man under
Wait, I thought
under
you,
a mascot costume.
I thought you were
Did you
mad
think
because
it was going to be a kid?
No, I was like, this is weird. You know, like, why are they pretend? Like, I can tell.
No
Like,
offense
you're
to
not-
anyone
you're not-
who does this.
I was like, you're not fooling me. I see through your facade. And like then I went back, back in January, and with my girlfriend and some friends, and we were walking through, and there was just it's great. You know, they're actors and everything, and like I saw them just like waving at everyone, and I'm like, even now I'm like, I see through you.
Bro,
I know what you are.
You do not feel the magic there, do you?
I did not, and I mean I felt the magic on It's a Small World.
You felt the magic on it.
That one ride.
Yeah, the magic was how bad his dad was.
Yeah, and like I was like, this is really old. Wow.
What are some things that you've noticed, or have you noticed anything with the baby? And this could be from any of you guys. Does he definitely have qualities of your dad?
Yeah, he's big. And he's
We
heavy.
know that one.
He weighs like 30 pounds or something.
He's not 30. He's probably like 16 at this point.
He's a little wiggle worm.
Yeah, easy go, go, go.
Yeah.
Look at him.
He
very-
loves new people. Like,
Yeah?
he'll definitely be like super extroverted. He hates being alone.
Okay.
Absolutely hates it. Unless he's like sleeping. So like, this is kind of obnoxious for me. He like, I have to be in his line of sight right now,
Okay.
or he loses his mind.
Oh,
So like,
he's got
I'll
the-
have to drag his play
got the mommy
mat
attachment.
or his rocker into the kitchen to even like cook dinner or do the dishes or anything like that. So
Oh, he's decided.
think he wants
He's
to
figured
mom.
out how to scream.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how he expresses his gratitude.
Your dad could scream.
Yeah.
he's just loud.
Him?
Yeah,
He's vocal.
he's very vocal, very loud.
Which I guess is
Suck
kind
on
of
his
nice
fist.
because you can kind of. It's.
Yesterday I was like, I was looking at
Cheeks
him.
get so red, man.
Yesterday I was looking at him. I was like, and then he was like,
Yeah, I think he looks a lot like Dad too.
yeah.
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 For
Except
sure.
his eyes. His eyes are Ethan's.
Yeah?
Because Ethan has blue eyes.
Yeah,
and
your
he still
dad's
has his
eyes.
blue eyes.
Well, you have a lot of features that Dad has.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so he looks like
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
but because
In
he's a
retrospect, though.
boy, he looks like Dad.
Fire.
looks like Brad.
Well, and boy, you know, we always have a tendency. Like I look a lot like one of my grandfathers, but I have a lot of both. You know,
Yeah.
whereas like you also look a lot like both of your grandfathers, but you take more of Lynn's.
I look a lot like my dad's dad.
Yeah, Lynn.
Like
the
there's
devil
a picture,
doc
Yeah, there's
Grandpa.
a picture of him when he was like younger. I think
when
like,
he was in the
Yeah,
I think
Navy.
just
in the military.
Yeah, and
It
I
looks
look, it
just
looks
like
like
you.
the exact same.
Yeah,
He's
it's
in
crazy.
just a t-shirt and some pants, and he's standing there, and you're just like, dang,
Yeah.
dude. So close, almost the same.
I know.
But I never knew Ethan's dad,
Right.
so I don't.
you just know
he really
pictures.
doesn't. He really looks all Reith.
Yeah.
Right now, but it could change because my niece and nephews.
It's just the dominant gene, dude.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
But they can change. Like my niece and nephews looked like one parent and they grew up to look like the other.
Yeah.
So it might change. He might end up looking like Ethan. I think it'd be really funny if he had like Ethan's physical features, but he had Dad's size.
He's just got the face has a lot of your dad's
Yeah.
Yeah.
features,
Yeah.
though. Minus, like you said, minus the eyes.
He was in the car seat and he saw something. He looked so like angry. It was the funniest thing in the world.
Like him just looking super mad about
Yeah,
something.
he was
let me
like-
He'll
find
go
the-
like this. He'll go,
Let me find the picture.
and when you don't know, he's not angry. He's like, it's like his curiosity.
Yeah,
look.
he had
He
just,
just looked
yeah, he
so
had just woken
mad.
up and he was looking.
You're gonna
at,
have to send that to him so he can post it.
He was looking at
got
Madeline
you.
like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
He's not looking at me.
Yes, yeah, he was.
Listen, we have an interesting relationship.
So we had to pause for a little bit. Baby needs food, apparently. Yeah, very much like his grandfather. So, but I did want to ask you guys, although not the greatest question, but how have you guys been over the last year? Like outside of all the good things we talked about, how have you guys been?
It's it's hard. Like, and I think it's different like for them than it is for me. 'Cause we as guys we process it differently. You
Yeah.
know,
Well, and your relationship's different, each one of you.
Right, and like all the time, like I see something cool or like something cool happens or I have this like cool idea,
And you want to send it.
First person I want to tell is my dad, and it just really, really sucks. And I'm just like, it's like, it's just more like disappointing than anything. It's like, and like when it happened, you go through the stages of grief. Obviously not in order, but I remember when it happened, like I thought that, there might have been some conspiracy where he was actually just alive somewhere, and the government took him or something. I don't know. See,
Aliens, bro.
right, exactly. And I thought that like someday he was just gonna like come through the door and be like, Camden, I need your help. It was all conspiracy. And
I'm really a spy.
yeah, and
Didn't he do that once for you?
Yeah.
though?
Yes, he did.
and
Savannah was crying.
Yeah, and
Why is this such an important feature of the story?
Because the only thing I remember from that time was that you were crying, and I was a baby. So I think that's pretty important for the plot.
And I remember like several times, this past year, because life just throws things at you, and I found myself at several times being like, like what would my dad tell me to do? What would he do? You know, and going through that process in my head, that actually helped a lot. You know, just because he taught me so much growing up, and he was around me a lot. Like, he was absolutely not an absent father ever.
Yeah.
He was very involved in all of our lives, and you know, I am eternally grateful for that. You know, just people who didn't grow up without a dad, and maybe their dad was working too much, and you know, I'm really grateful that I got to know him, and I knew who he was and the kind of man that he was, and you know, I'm sure you guys know the kind of man he was just from his interactions here, and I hope you know that like what you saw on camera was all authentic, and you know everything you saw here was authentic. He was always himself. He really was that crazy, and he really was that eccentric, you know, and he really loved Jesus, and he really loved his family and the people around him, and you know, that was his life, you know. And I remember, he didn't care about, you know, when he got to heaven, he didn't care about the pearly, you know, gates or the streets of gold, and you know, the feast, and well, maybe the feast, but
I'm about to say, hold on now.
but he just wanted Jesus, and you know, that was never fake. You know, it was all real. He was the realest man I've ever known, and probably the best man I've ever known. And yeah, he was. You know, I'm gonna carry what he taught me till I die. So.
I think the biggest thing for me throughout that was losing that sense of protection. Because when you have a father who is so strong and so incredibly determined to protect the people he loves.
And massive.
Huh?
I said, and massive.
And massive. Has a lot of guns.
It'd be hard to get around Dad.
Yeah. I think once you go from feeling so incredibly safe to where it's almost like you don't really have a care in the world, because you know that no matter what, your dad's going to be there, and he's just a call away. He always said, he was like, Maddie, if you're ever in trouble, he said that to all of us, if you're ever in trouble, text your initials.
Yeah.
And then I'll call you, or I'll come and get you. Like, I don't care what you did. I don't care if you're doing drugs, or I don't care what kind of trouble you're into. I will come get you. The priority is that you're safe. And I think losing that, it's caused me to want to be stronger for myself and to protect myself, because now I don't have that type of security. And it's really difficult to think about that, because it was so normal to me, and now it feels very unsafe in a lot of ways. Like, just going to like these dance bars, and knowing everything that my dad taught me about guys and what a lot of them want.
Yeah, don't trust none of those.
Yeah, it's still hard not being able to go home and be like, this guy, he talked to me and it was weird, and not having my dad there to be like, yeah, no, he just wants one thing. Like, I have to determine that for myself. But it's still so, I'm so thankful that I still got 18 years with him, because that was growing up in childhood with a strong father figure like that is probably one of the most important things that you can have while growing up. So while I don't feel as safe anymore, I know that I have people around me that I can go to. Like, I still got this guy.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, like, you know, now that my dad's not here, you know, that responsibility to take care and protect my mom and my sisters is mine. And not that
sister.
Yeah, that's Ethan's job.
I was gonna say.
Ethan, you got it.
Don't worry about it.
But, you know, protect my sister and my mom, and, you know, just making sure everyone's safe, and, you know, it's like, it's just natural. It's what he raised me to do. And it's not like I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do now? You know, it's like, yeah, okay, he made sure I was ready for this. You know, every time he heard a sound outside, He's like, Cameron, I need you to get my back. You know, it was just like a cat or something.
He would always do the eyebrow raise. He'd
Yeah, he'd go outside with his gun. And be like,
Bro, the day about the... I have so many stories
Yeah.
that I can talk about. I got 2 I'm going to tell in just a second about those. Like the doorbell ringing, and then you guys went out and there was nobody
there's
there.
no one there, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like that time he called me home because he swore he saw a UFO.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you stand out in the backyard.
Wait, was that when he was on the phone with me and he called you outside too?
Yeah.
No, I was on a
Different
date.
time.
I was on a
Okay.
date. And he was like,
Oh.
He
Cameron, I
called
need you to
me
come
out
home.
first.
He was like, Cameron, I need you to come home right now. And I thought I'm like, I'm in so much trouble. And I get
Like, I
home.
don't know what I did, but I'm in trouble.
So I was on a date with my girlfriend, and I was like, all right, I gotta go. There's something wrong. And so I get home, and he's like, Cameron, I saw a UFO right out there. And I'm like, you called me home for that? And he's like, you'll see, Cameron. You'll see. You know? And
It's like a Linus in the Great Pumpkin Patch. You'll see.
you'll see.
He was always ready for the zombie apocalypse, the aliens to invade.
But yeah, just
Red Dawn to
Red
happen.
Dawn.
just making sure that my mom and my sister feel safe, you know, and investigating things when I hear them or when I see them, you know, and just keeping the security around the house, you know, because you know that's my job now, you know, and yeah, it's what he raised me to do, and I'm thankful for that.
Well, and because of who your dad was, the group of people that he built around us, around you guys, around the family, around the business, there's 10 people on speed dial.
Right.
Yeah.
That would show up, trust me,
Yeah.
deep, if anything happened. Like, it's so funny. You could tell that you were the baby of the family, because anytime that like anything weird would happen, like there was a time that you were going somewhere and I think you felt like this car was following you because it just happened to be going the same places.
It was
that
when
you
I was
were
on my
going.
way to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your dad's literally like, hey, JB, get a sign ready. We're gonna have to close the door. We have to ride out. And I'm like, you close. Tell me where to go. I'll leave now. And he was like, let's go. And so like, yeah, no, and that happened multiple times. Like you'd be like, something's going on with your car. He's like, Maddie's got something going on with her car. I'm like, oh, you need to roll out, dude? What's up? I got the bike key right here. Let's go. He's like, hold on. All right, hold on. I gotta roll out. I gotta leave. And then he would just leave. So, but that for me, that's probably the thing that I can see for you the most. So I can understand that. But know that man right there until he leaves for the military is 100%
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
and I'm always available.
Yeah.
If
You've
you
got
need me.
15 other people.
And I
Yeah.
I got guys.
We'll
on
fly
speed
out.
dial.
Don't worry.
Trust
We'll come
me.
out.
Trust me.
It's insane the amount of things that even if you lose such a big part of your life, you gain so much through it. Like I gain. There's random guys coming up to me like, I knew your father. If you ever need anything, I'm here. And I'm like,
Which is
thank
also
you, random
kinda
man.
weird.
Thank you, random man.
Thank
Like,
you, random citizen.
thank you. And I love you, random citizen.
Yeah. Jiminy
But
Christmas.
yeah, you gain so much through it, and it's even so I can't imagine going through this and not being a Christian, not believing in something, not believing that there's something after it. Because just imagine somebody dies and that's it.
Yeah.
That would be so difficult to go through. But just knowing that he's in heaven, that we're going to see him someday, it gives so much peace. It is so much peace.
So other than being incredibly distracted by a mini hymn,
Yeah.
how have you been doing?
Like Cam said, like each of our griefs was very different. Mine, I think, was very bizarre, just because I was 7 weeks pregnant when Dad died. He died 2 days after we told the rest of our family that we were pregnant. So, and I was so sick at the funeral. I remember I had a little bag of popcorn because I couldn't have an empty stomach, and they didn't have any.
I remember that.
We told the church that provided the refreshments not to worry about any gluten-free stuff because me and Mom were the only gluten-free people that we knew of. We're like, it's not worth buying us stuff, so don't worry about it. So I'm carrying around this little bag of popcorn so I could eat.
It was mine.
Yeah, it was your popcorn. I was like, I'm gonna take your popcorn. You just gotta have to deal with it. But it was very. is very challenging. The first March was really bad, because I don't think Ethan saw me smile the entire month, because I was either grieving or I was so sick to my stomach. Like, I had really bad morning sickness. And then I got some anti-nausea medication, so it got a little bit better. But it was very bizarre to go through grief while you're expecting a child, because you feel like you shouldn't be sad, because you've got this amazing gift that God has given you that, for myself, I've been waiting for since I was like 12 years old. I've known for a very, very long time that I wanted to be a wife and a mother. So it felt very bizarre to me to be grieving and have such joy at the same time. Yeah, doesn't it? But, and then to go through, and at some point, probably in like the third trimester, like the grief just had to take a back seat, because I had to eventually, like, you have to get ready for the baby, you have to prepare your body, and I mean the birth of him was very difficult. He was very large. Yes, you were. So it was just very weird. It's been a year of a lot of complex emotions, and I don't think we're any closer to that ending. I think, at least for myself, it feels like the grief has hit harder once we hit 2025. I think it's probably because he started sleeping longer. So you have more mental energy to expend towards the grief. There was a lot of anxiety after he was born too, that I think that like came with the grief of, I mean, we had never lost anyone before. So to suddenly have this child, I was so like panic stricken all the time that he wasn't going to be able to breathe, or I was going to lose him, because I was like, the entire world can change to like that. So it took a lot of my husband speaking to me logically, and like, we are doing everything that we can to keep him safe, but ultimately you're going to have to trust that God's going to protect him, because it's not up to you. Ultimately, there's certain things that you can do, of course. I know, I love you too. But yeah, so there was just a lot of complicated feelings over the last year, I think.
The months. Wow.
Hold on, he has something to say. The floor is yours.
He's saying that bottle's empty. What's the problem? Problem, bottle's empty.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
now you have to be quiet. Let Aunt Maddie talk. Eat your fist, it's fine.
I'm an aunt. That's so cool. The first time we met him, Cam goes, "Whoa, he's alive, oh my gosh. It's like he's here, he's like a living baby."
Well, yeah.
It's like, this thing's like alive. Wow.
It's not a potato.
It's not a potato.
Both of them picking him up for the first...
It's my turn.
There. Are you happy now? Now we're going to be talkative.
He is a wiggler, man.
Yeah, look at him.
He's a freaking
Imagine that
wiggler.
inside of your stomach kicking you at 2:30 in the morning. Every morning.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming in and taking time to stop in and check in with mostly me more than anything, and check in with everybody else, because I get lost and caught up in a lot this year too, and haven't checked in with people as much as I probably should either. So, but yeah.
He said he's okay.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. You stinker. Yeah, I know. You look ornery.
You're like, she's like, stop.
You already look ornery.
It's all
Yeah.
bashful.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, you're so funny.
Do you want to close it? He's like, I'll do it. I got it.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by and just checking in with everybody and letting everybody know how you guys have been, because I know a lot of people think about you guys and probably care a lot about how you guys are doing. So I appreciate you guys stopping in, and I can't wait to see that little one grow up. I can't wait to see you get your hair shaved off.
I know.
We should film that
Buzz
and
cut.
share it with everyone.
I mean, you were getting kind of ripped there for a while. Your dad was talking about how much you were like hitting the weights, but like, wait till you come back from the Air
I know.
Force, bro. Okay. We're gonna get off here. The baby's getting too excited. He wants to get things done, and these guys got things they got to get going. And it was very nice of them to stop by and check in with everybody, and I appreciate that very much. And we're gonna get out of here like last year, guys. Peace. I was hoping somebody would say it.